channel, Find Joy in the Journey. I had my lettuce harvest today. Just a few minutes ago, I harvested my Butter Crunch lettuce, and I was so surprised to see. First of all, I wanted to do a leaf by leaf. I wanted to continue to grow more lettuce, but what I'm going to have to do is basically start over from scratch and plant either drop seeds or plant little lettuce seedlings, because these were so just overgrown. I couldn't leave them in there. Look how thick the stem is. I'm trying to show you. Let's see. Just look at the size of this stem. Do you see the thickness? Just by me putting my fingers around it. The stems on this lettuce were so thick is that I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just cut these. They grew so well and so strong. So I have plenty of lettuce. I want to get this inside and get this cleaned up and placed in bags so I can refrigerate it as soon as possible. I don't want to waste any of it at all. I'll show you the place where I harvested it from. Okay, so this is the area where that Butter Crunch lettuce was. Okay, I harvested it from this spot. So I'm going to clean this area up. I want you to see, look, just look at the stems. Look how thick that is. Look at this one. That's one of the thickest right there, I believe. Okay, so I just want to clean this area up and start over fresh. I don't know if I'm going to place broccoli here, maybe kale, or something else. I mean, there's plenty of things that are already in the greenhouse that can be planted in this area. So, but I'm going to get my lettuce inside because it will wilt very quickly. So I want to get that lettuce inside and get it washed up and bagged up and stored in the refrigerator. I just wanted you to see. I cleared out this entire area. Butter Crunch lettuce. Okay? I have more squash that needs to be harvested, but this squash in this raised bed over here, it is in such a weird spot. I'm going to have to really be careful when I harvest this because it is so close together, and also it's inside the little cage that I had the plant staked in. So I may not be able to do it on camera because I'm going to have to really get in there and figure this out. But I just wanted you to see I'm going to harvest this yellow squash from right over here. Okay, everyone. I was able to harvest these squash, even though they were in a strange position. I was able to harvest them without any problem whatsoever. They came right off. You can twist them off with your hand. You don't even have to use any type of shears or snips or anything like that. They came right off with no problem. Look at that. And then I also harvested a few of these eggplants. These, I don't think they're any good because you can still see some of the green on there. And I was told that you're not supposed to be able to see any green, and completely purple. It's a dark purple. They say black, but to me it looks like a really dark, rich purple. And with these you can see like green. I'm not really sure if they're any good, but these are fine. All right, and also I did some pruning, so let's go over here and take a look before I sign off. I trimmed off a lot of those leaves on the squash. Right here in this little tub, I actually trimmed the eggplants. They were just way overgrown. So look at the difference. I trimmed off some of those unnecessary limbs. Okay, so look. Okay, we'll go around on this side. I can tell the difference. You may not be able to tell it, but if you go back and look at the pictures that I posted just yesterday, actually, you could see that the limbs were basically leaning over into this raised bed that's next to it. So I trimmed some of the limbs off of the eggplants. Okay, I also harvested those eggplants that were ready. The next thing I'm going to harvest will be my mustards. These mustards in this raised bed have grown quite large, so it is time for a mustard harvest. May not get to it today. If I do, it'll be later on today because I'm tired now. It's early in the morning. I just put my son on the bus. Joshua is off at school, and I've done my morning walkthrough. I've checked on everything. It is beautiful today. When I tell you the temperatures are perfect for gardening, perfect. It feels like fall today, and I'm so happy about that. I was so tired of that heat, that sweltering heat, and that awful humidity. So even the humidity is quite tame today, for lack of a better term. It's quite tame. So I honestly could get out here and do some real work, but I'm just kind of tired. I'm kind of tired. I had a flu shot yesterday, and the side effects of the flu shot is like pain and tenderness in the injection area, maybe a bit of a headache, kind of some muscle aches, and I'm not actually achy, but I am quite tired. And so I'm just going to go and kind of relax a little bit. And I do have to go inside and take care of that lettuce that I just harvested. So I do need to do that before I really get comfortable. So I'm going to just call it quits today. I think I always say, if you can't do a lot, do a little. And just the little that I did just now, pruning those branches off of the eggplants and harvesting the lettuce, harvesting the eggplants and the squash. That was a lot. Look, just to show you, look. So these are all the limbs that I trimmed off of that eggplant. Okay? These are all the limbs I trimmed off. They even have a few blossoms on there. I don't even care because look, I have so much eggplant inside. I'm good. Okay? And it's okay to prune. It's okay to trim off limbs and branches because it makes the plant, it shapes better. If you prune off unnecessary limbs and branches, that will let the plant focus more on producing the fruit or vegetable it's supposed to be producing. It won't be sending energy and nutrients to those unnecessary branches and limbs. Okay, so pruning is good. Pruning is very good. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I think I've done a good job today. And hey, I can come back later on in the afternoon and do some more work. But I'm gonna sign off now. So I will talk to you later, guys, and happy gardening. Bye now.